College aid. This is an interesting one. Probably the first video where it isn't something that's common knowledge to a lot of finance gurus. Upon request of this comment, Cash Curious has decided to create this video. But before we get into this one, we appreciate all the love and support, so feel free to comment on the next videos for more suggestions. Let's get into it. Imagine this. You just got into your dream school, Cash Curious University. You feel like your entire life is complete, your parents are proud, and your hard work has finally paid off. That is until you see that big fat expense on your record sheet. On average, in-state students pay over $100,000 over the course of 4 years to attend college. It's definitely not the ideal situation, but there is some hope. Here comes college aid. College aid is quite the vague topic, and it comes in many different forms. These forms include scholarships, grants, and loans. Firstly, we have grants. Grants tend to vary depending on where they're from, but generally, grants help students who are in need of financial assistance to pay for their education. Ways that grants can help students include housing expenses in places near or in the college. These grants cover transportation and rent costs. Grants also pay for tuitions, which is probably the biggest need for those who apply for these grants. Straight up, these cover the cost of the tuition, or at least help to pay the cost of the tuition. But due to the tremendous help that these grants provide, applying to one does require a bit of effort. You need to meet certain requirements of household income, and usually create supplementals to your overall proposal. Then comes scholarships. Scholarships are great. Not only do they help kids with debt, but they also serve as a way for students to stand out in the college overall admissions. And why is that? Well, it's quite simple. Many prestigious scholarships require students to have excellent letters of recommendation, a solid academic record, essays, and sometimes even extracurriculars pertaining to the topic that they're trying to get the scholarship for. To say the least, they are quite competitive. Now, this is a bit of a controversial one. Student loans can work either as a great tool or a forest fire in one's life. In fact, the average student loan debt is about $40,000 for each student in the United States. After taxes and expenses, it can be hard to keep up with paying for this number. But when used right, college aid and overall college loans can be a great tool. You should only borrow what you need and use that money towards anything college related. Well, obviously, right? No, not obviously. It's a common occurrence to see people take out some extra money and use it to splurge on unnecessary items. An example of federal application high school seniors can plan on applying for would be FAFSA, or the Federal Aid Student Application. It's a free application available every October. You can find this application on FAFSA.gov. Okay, so that's great, but how does it work? Well, simply put, the colleges that you choose to send this application to will use this information and see how much aid you're eligible for. So make sure you just don't go ahead and lie on the application, because chances are you aren't getting it. Well, that's all for today. If you have any questions, comment down below, and until next time. I hope you learned something today. Bye.